Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Heisler and I are out today, so we're going to have to go through our notes via the video and then make sure that we follow through on that form. All right, today we're looking at the division and multiplication property of equality. Please make sure that you have these written down in your notes, because remember, we will be taking a look and self-evaluating your notes packet and things next week. All right, so please make sure that you get all this stuff done. Our division property of equality states that when we divide an equation by both sides by any non-zero number, when we divide both sides of an equation by any non-zero number, so any numbers but zero, then the equation stays balanced. So for example, if I have 4x equals 8, I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to get x equals 2. I cannot divide both sides by 0 because you cannot divide by 0. And a multiplication and property of equality is just the opposite. When we multiply by a non-zero number, then the equation remains balanced. So if I have x divided by 4 equals 2, I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. So x is equal to 8. One of my students, ninth hour, put it very well yesterday. They said that when we're looking at an equation, that this is the product of 4 and a number. So we are multiplying 4 times a number equals 20. So what we do is we use that division property of equality to divide both sides by 4. So that's 4 divided by 4, which equals x, and 20 divided by 4, which equals 5. Once again, we put our check in. We solve for our x. We have 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20, and that equals 20. My check is good. All right, I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to try example 2 on your own. Go. Hopefully everybody's paused it, and then we're going to go through it really quickly. So we're dividing both sides by our coefficient, which is 3. So m should equal 7. Then we put it back in the check. 3 times 7 equals 21. So 21 does equal 21, and my check is good. Now you will no longer see division with our long division sign anymore. You'll see a lot of different fractions. Remember that fractions are always division problems. So what we'll end up doing is to undo our division, we'll use our multiplication property of equality and multiply by 2 over 1. Same thing as multiplying times 2. These cancel out, and it gives me x is equal to 14. I check by substituting back in. 14 over 2 equals 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7, and that equals 7, so I'm good. Right now what I want you to do is I'm going to have you take time and I want you to go through and try and answer this question, and we will talk about it tomorrow as part of our bell work. I really want you to focus on whether or not x divided by 2 and 1/2 times x are equivalent, why or why not. I want you to play around and substitute a couple numbers in there, see what happens. All right? Example number 4, I want you to pause and try on your own. It's r divided by 5 equals 20. Show your work and then press play in order to go through and take a look at it. All right, so we're going to multiply by our denominator or our divisor, which is multiplying times 5. So 5's cancel out. R 20 times 5 is 100. So we check. 100 over 5 equals 20. It's the number I substituted in. 100 divided by 5 is 20, and 20 equals 20. So our check is all good. Now, you have your jobs on your calendar. Please make sure that you go and complete that IXL to 80% or higher, and then you're working on the odd numbered questions in your independent practice. Don't forget about your Math Minute. All right, thank you.